welcome back to another video of Major. Today I'm going to talk about the gun stats, and this is going to go through over all guns. From damage to the draw speed, that's the gun stats as standard. There's no under barrel, side rail, main sight, there's no barrel on it either. That's the stats as you go. So you've got pros and cons to everything you put onto the gun. With the short range ones, you don't really get much stat reduce. The HS, the strike fire, and the aim comp, they all affect control by 0.01. So again, they're not too bad to use. Everything else doesn't affect your stats. ACOG mediums affect from control and draw speed down. The FRL does affect your first kick shot out by putting it up at 30. Other than that, everything else is pretty much within the same ratio of 0.1 to 0.6 from control to draw speed. If you are going to use a sort of main sight medium range, I try and pick like maybe an ACOG MT125 prism or a slit for the top sight, simply because when you add a counter sight, it goes -1 and -1 on control and draw speed. It's not a big deal. It is nice to turn the gun sideways. I do it myself sometimes, but overall, if you want to keep that 0.01% on both of them, top sight doesn't affect any of them stats, so go for it. Side rail, I don't use nothing. I don't use the searchlights, the flashlights. People use searchlights and then they quickly switch them on as they see you, which will blind you. When you go to shoot back at them, you can't see them effectively because you're blinded, especially if you're doing a night op mission. Lasers, I don't use them. You know, a green laser, people mainly use at night, like a night vision run laser. It's a bit like an infrared laser basically. And a red laser, you just see daytime and nighttime. The green one is better for the night ones, and the red one's better for when you're not using nights. I don't use the lasers because between the two you go -1 on control but -0.06 on draw speed. However, I feel like they don't do nothing for you other than just look good. Effectively, a laser is meant to help improve accuracy, even if it's by a small bit. So accuracy is 76.25 on the M4 standard. I feel like if you put a red or green laser on it, it should up that to at least 77.00 on accuracy. Because the whole point of a laser is to help improve your accuracy on hitting your target to where you are. You know, it is a really minimal thing. I get it's not affecting the accuracy because you're just going to aim where you point. But when you do adjust it, like a laser sight and stuff like that, you should really get a bit more benefit. So I feel like with the cons on it, you should be outweighed by the accuracy, which should put that up to really like 77. Rangefinder, you do not need on a machine gun, but if you want one, go for it. Barrel, I don't really use any of these. I mean, a lot of these barrels are more cons than pros in my eyes. The VAM B762 is one I use the most. Similar for the velocity and the vertical control 7. Son 6 762 is a good one to use. You do lose 0.60 on the damage, but overall you do gain some really good stats, especially in accuracy going up by 6.12. However, it's outweighing it. But if you think, yeah, but you're taking it down to like 29.40. It's not much in damage. It's really not. It's very minimal. You're not losing like 2.5% of your damage. So I do rock it sometimes. As for anything else, I think everything else is pretty much a con depending on what you're trying to achieve, But they will have a purpose, con-wise and pro-wise, not gonna lie. But for me, my playstyle and why I play, I find most of them just useless. Suppressors, if you can use a suppressor, especially on the M4, don't use the long one, use the short one. Because it puts your vertical recoil up by 45 and your vertical kick shot back by 20. By using the short one, you get 15 and 10 on vertical, and the first shot, obviously a downside to using the short one, you do get drift of 6 on the horizontal, and so sound spread goes down. Other than that, It's not by much. Oh, and also you don't get accuracy improvement, but you get accuracy improvement with that one somehow. I mean, a laser should give you 0.51 more accuracy than the bloody suppressor, but you know, each their own. Under barrel rail, again, similar to the barrels, I found most of them just more cons than pros. The B25 URK is quite good to use. I do run that a fair amount, and I do run the Stubble grip, or the Stubble grip, or the Magpul grip. I've used them all. Don't really like most of them. In my opinion, the vertical one's quite good to use. The con +2, +3, and +1, but you do get -28 on the vertical, so that's quite nice. Stubble grip brings everything down in areas you sort of want. Control goes up by 1, draw speed goes up by 9, first kick shot goes back up by 2, but you don't really notice as much. Stable grip is probably one of my favourite ones to use, especially for the first kick shot back at 0.13%. I say percent, you know, if that's 1%, it's very minimal, I know, but I do quite like using it. If you want to really narrow down in the recoil, the stable grip's probably one go for, mainly. But if you want to get that extra reload speed in there as well, go for the B25. And if you really want that extra reload speed, whack on quick A. You will get +3 on your vertical and horizontal, but you will bring your reload speed down to 3.1, which is quite good. I have used it, it is quite a good reload. I don't use it though. I pretty much use this setup currently. With the main sight, I am running this mainly. If you want a really good ACOG sight to use, the Razor is really, really nice to use. I pretty much use these components throughout most of my guns, not gonna lie, I do. They do affect every gun differently though. So obviously do be sure to what you are putting on the gun and actually look at what you're doing. You know, don't go banging something on, like, I've already got the RAM on it as you see, but don't go bang something on it. You think, oh, I don't want it on it though. Want this. The you know, side rail, under rail, sights, canted sights, magazines, barrel, they're going to affect each gun differently because it's a different type of gun. So really look at your stats into what you're putting on. Just drive it down a bit more for you guys. I mean, I noticed some people like, you know, I've seen someone put a barrel on, for instance. I think it was a sniper. I saw someone put, what was it? I know he put something on and he was like, you know, this is great, it's great. I think it might have been a ranger. Yeah, it's good for the extra 6 damage. You know, Flossie is good at extra 90, aim control down by +2, great. But the con to it is you're boosting your sound up by 150, muzzle flashes by another 10. So it's a sort of brighter flash, a louder bang. Your first kick shot goes back up by +1, horizontal and vertical going up 48, 44. You've just made them stats 10 times worse than something you really want to bring down. So just to, you know, give you sort of a summary on most things. You know, vertical and horizontal and first kick shot back, including that with accuracy. You want to try, not with accuracy. Vertical, horizontal, and first shot kick. You want to get these down as much as you can. That will really improve your recoil in the gun. Actually, try and keep up as much as you can, because it's going to help you aim better, realistically. Sound and muzzle flash, you don't really want to boost them up, you want to try and get them down if you can. Control, keep up. Aim down, bring down. Running speed, try and keep up, but it's very minimal. Each one of them affected, so don't overly worry. Reload time, try and bring that down, not bring it up. Draw speed, bring it up, not bring it down. With the bolt as well, on the sniper rifle, bolt A to E, they will have good and pros. Personally, I recommend using bolt D for any gun, any sniper rifle, but obviously do check them through because they will change stats in slightly. You'll lose a bit on control, but you'll benefit from draw speed, but especially the bolt reaction speed. I mean, E you get +3 and +18, but I'm not losing 13% on control. I usually use C or D. I mean, if we change the SSG sniper rifle, for, let's say I don't know, L96, bolt A. No, the bolt actually does stay the same throughout, so yeah, I recommend using bolt C or D. Only reason being is because from with the B1 you can bolt ADS in, but you have to click your mouse. But with C and D, it's an auto bolt, so when you fire, it's an auto bolt for you, and you don't need to click your fire button again. So when you're aiming, you go to take a shot, you think, oh, you know, when you take a shot, it doesn't fire. He's cocked out and placed a new bullet in for you. You know, you might have lost your target by then. With this, you shoot, it's gonna do it automatically. Get a new target, shoot straight away. So C or D, I recommend. Personally, I use D. But that's it for you know, the stats and the guns. You know, it's not rocket science. Everyone uses the guns differently and wants different stats. But if you really want to improve, really look at what you are putting on your gun. Maybe go into the shooting range for a bit and have a look at what you're, you know, wanting to use or build wise. Everyone's different. One thing I will just give you guys a reminder on is the bipod. Where's the bipod? Load out. The bipod. Now the bipod puts your recoil first shot up, control goes right down, so you're losing complete control of the actual gun. You get 29% of control of the gun anyway, and it's completely wiped out. The aim down time takes longer to aim down it. Running speed, you know, you're running pretty much heavier. Reload time takes longer to reload, and your draw speed, again, it takes longer to move. So your running speed's going down, you're going to be a slower run than a faster run, realistically. I just realised on the bipod, it says plus 28. No, wait. It says, oh no, running speed is minus, yeah, that's fine. So it takes you longer to run with. In theory, when you use a bipod idea is meant to help stabilize the gun a bit more better and help you with your recoil control, you know. So it's placed down, you're not holding it, it's placed down. So in theory, recoil should be coming down a little bit. The control should be going up a little bit. The aim down sights shouldn't be taking you longer to aim down it, really, because you're already going to be in a nice position at shoulders as such. Reload time, it might increase your reload time slightly. I mean, by plus 167 reload time, that's this extortion. But when you reload it, in theory, you're going to just sort of tilt the gun up a little bit, take the mag out, or the, you know, the box out, if you like, and put the box in and feed it back in. I feel like a bipod is just a massive con, and it's doing you no favours. It's just looking good, in theory, but that's me. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions or, you know, any opinions about what I spoke about, if you think I'm wrong on something or want to discuss something, leave me a comment down below. If you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Be sure to subscribe for more videos with more Battlebit. I'll be bringing more videos out as they come. Until then, take care.